pagi aja kita itu sudah dikalinya kayak 500 juta ya. Terima. 크림이랑 많이 마시고 그리고
마론 그라세 and 뭐지? 아 리모네. 이거 테이블에 이렇게 묻어 있었네. 이따가
각도가
솔직히 어떻게 이 이유로 해가지고 괜찮아. stayed in church in the 19th. Because Constantine built this church in 300 years.
불꽃놀이래. 6월 29일.
quite like him.
e un bagalese.
But remember, don't hesitate to call on me for anything. Like you said, a human being, I want to make you take that chance. That's the difference, man. Never met anyone quite like him.